You find yourself on your travels. The entire duration to get to South Flow Lumber Mill will take you to 2 days after the full moon. So whether you want to do it on your travel or if you just like, it's still pretty much a full moon if you want to wait. Either way works.
I guess wherever we can have a decent spot.
We should
With,
probably
like-
do it not in a city, to be honest with you.
Well, I don't think the
Like,
mill's
don't get me
gonna be a
wrong, I'm
city,
under
but I don't. Yeah, I'd rather
I'm
do it.
under no delusion that like we'll be able to actively hide from her effectively. But I don't think it's helpful to be near a city, and maybe being in a anonymous style, nondescript backdrop would be in our advantage.
Yeah,
I know
I would-
we don't have the information, but how funny would it be if we did it at Drift Crag Isle?
Oh.
Hmm.
Brynja would, I guess, leave that up to Morgan's discretion if he can make, like, the day of the full moon, if he can make a spot that will work. Like, find a reflective surface or something. Like a water.
We're in a swamp.
Otherwise, if we go to the mill, I'd rather it be more private, and not be around people. But I know at least there's water at the mill. So
I mean, there's a bunch of rivers going through this place. We are in a swamp. I'm sure we can find water pretty much anywhere, right?
It would not be hard.
Yeah.
So
whenever I'm down, wherever I got you.
yeah, if we can do it while traveling, then let's do that.
Well, tonight's the night. Do you want me to set it up?
Yeah, it's probably best to do it on this night because I don't have anything to help, so we need any sort of boost we can get, I guess, to get her attention. Hoping I can get her attention. Better get her attention.
I will cast Galan, and I will begin the ritual.
On the night of the full moon, you have just crested into Murkmire. The landscape has slowly changed from that of an expanse of plains to more and more trees that begin to appear as the dirt under your feet becomes more wet and spongy with each step. The vegetation and the water all continues to come before eventually you find your way to camp, just on the edge of the Murkmire Hold, where you begin to conduct your ritual. How would you like to do this?
I was just going to create. My surroundings are very swampy. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to freeze the sigil required around the area that we were going to use. Draw the circle and make sure she has like a nice solid place to stand using like my movement of earth or any other element in order to make it happen.
Sure.
Even if it's temporary. Yeah. I think that's all I can do.
Okay. You do so, freezing a portion of the ground in order to make your ritual circle and providing Brynja with a stable spot. You draw out the runes, and the rest is up to you, Brynja.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sit where that reflection is and stare at it and stare at them and then look up at the moon. Close my eyes. Yes?
Last thing before this happens. I'm a little scared to do this, but I'm gonna do it. I want to cast Mind Link.
Oh.
and include all of us.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Oh, that's not written correctly. All right, so 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna include Crag, so that's 5 power points.
Hmm.
And I would just like to have us on the same page.
Okay.
And that's all.
Understood.
Right. I'm gonna close my eyes and try to reach out like before. Zayun, we need to talk. Do I feel anything?
Go ahead and make me a faith roll.
Okay, what is my faith now? Okay.
Not Sayun.
Okay. 5.
5. You sit there. At first, it's nothing but silence, the sounds of the swamp all around you. The humidity of the area having taken over, sitting heavy on the space. You feel, after some time, the humidity slowly dissipate. It feels almost as if a shallow pool of water has risen up just to your knees. You're still in Murkmire, but it's almost like you're looking between 2 different places at the same time. Before you, you can see a large reflecting pool, its surface glassy, reflecting the full moon above, and the figure of Seiyun standing at the edge of the pool, looking towards you. So you found the answers you wanted at the tower, then?
Not all of them.
Is my daughter dead?
Why would you leave her there?
I couldn't bring myself to kill her. And it was the next acceptable option that Ayer would take.
I know about Blackyear.
Seiyun's composure kind of drops just a little bit. She looks away from you. I see.
You tried to sway me in your favor by using the dagger. What was the deal you made with Blackyear? It's my soul. My brother's soul. I deserve to know that much.
Make me a persuasion roll.
Fuck me. Oh, fuck me, guys. Please, 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 please. I'm using a Benny. Fuck this. I'm using a Benny. I'm using a goddamn Benny. Hey. Fucking nervous. 5.
I'll ask once again. As a mother, is my daughter alive?
Yes. You knew she could have helped me. That's why you didn't want me to go there. And if she were to be freed, you'd have to face your consequences.
Funny how fast 2,000 years passes. So be it. I will deal with the consequences as Ayer sees fit. I don't even know where to begin.
Then, how about this? What would push you to sell the souls of 2 15-year-old children?
Do you remember our conversation? When I told you that fear was an excellent tool for control?
I'm thinking about that every night.
You are not the only one who is afraid, Brynja.
Ragnarok.
No. Worse. The reflective pool in front of you shatters, and you feel the water dissipate entirely as your vision drops completely. You hear the soft padding of footsteps hitting the ground as you look up and see Seyoun in front of you. All of you do.
Oh. Hello?
What is worse? What could possibly be worse?
I know you share a mind link with the rest of your group right now.
I just try not to. I look at Morgan and then realize I'm like, oh shit, I should have looked at Morgan.
Great.
I figured
No, I'm glad you did, but yeah.
It was worth a shot.
What you say to me, you can say to them. You will say to them.
I know. I made the conscious decision to involve them the first time we spoke. I will not break that standard. She holds out her hand, palm up. It would be easier to show you.
I'm guessing this kind of reminds me of what I did with her daughter.
Yep.
Just hopefully minus the fucking stabbing through the...
Yes.
And seeing that, recognizing that, take a deep breath. Put my hand out to her.
You do so. She closes her eyes and tilts her head back. And when she opens them, looking up at the moon, her eyes have gone bright with this illumination. You immediately feel this tug. The rest of you see as they both kind of drop to their knees, just blankly staring upwards, similar to what happened with Kipson, some sort of astral projection of some kind.
Just another day.
Just another day. Your mind link does still seem to hold, so you will see all of what I'm about to describe.
Oh god.
Sweet. Welcome to the
I am
ride, guys. Buckle
so
up.
scared.
So long as Brynja is still consciously deciding to transmit things.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hide anything.
When your vision clears, you find yourself on a barren surface. This gray, dust-like powder extends far beyond you, and beyond that is a black void dotted with white lights. You turn as you notice a glow in the corner of your vision, and you see this massive sphere of blues and greens and land masses far in the distance. Beautiful. Nothing like anything you have ever seen before. All around you are craters innumerously deep. It's quiet. Very quiet. Sayun puts her hands behind her back. That, and she turns and looks to the orb of blues and greens, is our sphere. Where you live. Where our bodies are right now.
They don't understand.
Welcome to Air's Eye, the moon.
Why are you showing me this?
You feel this rumble. Throughout my life, I have done everything that I can to act in the best interest of the most people possible. When desperate times called for desperate measures, I reached too far. And she starts walking.
I'll follow behind.
You walk in silence for a while before eventually you come to the lip of a massive crater, far deeper than any you've seen before, and she stops and looks down into it. As you peer over the edge, you see this fine mesh layer of these what look like strands of light, completely covering the crater about halfway down or so, almost like a tennis racket mesh. You feel the rumble again, and then you see some of the lines begin to give as if something was pushing against them, trying to get out.
What the hell is that?
The night serpent.
Do I know of this night serpent, Odin?
Oh no, definitely not.
Okay, all right. Didn't know. I'm like, is this a boogeyman? Night serpent. All right.
A creature that is... I thought it was a myth. It is a fragment of Atsur, the first being to ever live, primordial. And it is apocalypse embodied.
Why is it here? What?
I trapped it here. It came to our realm after I dug too deep, seeking a way to defeat the dragons during the Dead Years. Forbidden magics call to it, and once it gets a whiff, it will destroy anything tainted. That now includes this entire sphere, and she looks back to the ball in the distance.
The world is tainted.
I'm afraid so. I opened the floodgates, as it were, I suppose. It wants to escape. It wants to complete its purpose, but this prison is my prison. And so long as I am here, this prison will hold. It is part of me, part of my power. But that's why I'm afraid.
And it's the only thing keeping it. Nothing else?
Only that.
I roll for bullshit.
You certainly can. Notice.
After everything this bitch has done to me, I'm like, fuck.
You certainly can.
Okay.
Yeah. We see all this, right? Mind
Oh,
flayer.
yes.
Baby, do I
Absolutely.
know any of this?
No.
Yeah. Never mind. I tried.
This is some, ancient shit.
Yeah, I ain't that
This is-
old.
This
Like,
is the
Pre-written
have kept-
record shit.
gods that have kept this to their chest shit.
Yeah,
shit.
that's valid.
4. So
4.
Yeah.
Still a success. She does not appear to be withholding anything. There's something that she wants to say, but she hasn't said it yet. She's not intentionally trying to hide it yet, though.
yeah, she's
As you kind of look at her, she looks... It's a weird look for a god. She looks very nervous.
Yeah. This is every interaction I'm having with her is just making Brynja being like, oh, the gods are more human than they let on. This is a lot more especially after talking to Kitson, it's like, okay, all right. And if Ragnarok happens and you become mortal, and something happens,
So long as my power is intact, this prison will hold, whether I am mortal or not. I presume if my daughter is alive, she told you of her theories on mortality and godhood and the different parts that make us all up.
yes.
The power of a god lingers for some time. If I was to become mortal briefly for however long Ragnarok lasts, it would not be a problem. It takes time for the power to dissipate, or it has to be used up for it to disappear. Ragnarok does not fear me. The more this creature fights every day, the more it wears on me. When she turns to look at you, the more I feel myself slipping away. You
does
see
Aeon?
half of her face, an illusion, drop. And you see desiccated skin, exposed bone, tendrils of blue and purple running down her eye. I am dying, Brynja.
Does Aer know about this? Why can't the Elden help with this?
My mother did all she could in helping me constrain it here. To take the prison upon her own power would be a death sentence for her.
And you, apparently?
I made my own mistakes and I deal with the consequences. I will not damn my mother for them.
But all of creation will be damned eventually, is what you're saying.
She closes her eyes. And she waves her hand, and the three of you back on the sphere of Cinereth. Your connection drops.
Oh, she don't want to share.
We love
whatever's
it! Yay!
Can I have you deafen, please?
They're all freaking out in the Murkmire.
I
All right.
have severed your connection with the mind
Wait!
link.
Wait!
Ah!
I was looking for the.
Oh, there. Okay.
I have severed your connection with the mind link. Should you wish to tell them, I will not stop you. But this is proprietary information that I would like to consider before you distribute it. The power of a god, once its host is gone, I said it lingers for some time. It can be taken up again by another. I knew I was dying very, very long ago. And so I created the Mooncatcher tribe. I implanted them with the gift, speaker and listener, training. If I were to die, the speaker would be the next in line to take up my power, to stop this abomination from wreaking havoc on the world. You were being trained to take the place of a god. So when your brother began to turn you away, I got scared and I got desperate. Because once the current speaker is dead, and she is very close to it, there is no one else in line.
She was fine when I left. What do you mean? How do you know that?
Visions of Ragnarok aren't the only thing Uldar can grant.
Why not her daughter? Why not Gibson? She's practically born for it from how I've talked to her.
Gibson is very
Don't want-
intelligent.
You don't want her to suffer the same fate. I understand.
I love what I have created very much. The Mooncatcher tribe is very, very special to me. Your family and you, if you believe it, but Gibson, just like Aer, is of my blood.
Why didn't you ever reach out when I needed you?
I don't have a good answer. You showed the signs of the gift very early. I thought that maybe you were special, and that your needs, your suffering was part of the process. I see my error in that as well. Maybe we would be in a much different situation if I'd come to you sooner.
Yes. Does the tribe know that that is the intention? I've never heard this before. Raising someone to be potentially your conduit, your next body.
Telling someone that their god is dying is not exactly good. I worried that if I was to explain the true reason why I'd passed on the gift, people will become fanatic, greedy, erratic, scared. I didn't want for what happened to happen. Your mother wasn't supposed to die.
She dedicated her whole life to you.
I know. And I feel
And
that
you
failure.
sold her son to Blackhair! Died because he was sent away.
No words I say will make up for what I've done.
Why can't you find them? I am a failed experiment. Why can't you find anyone else? And also, you don't know when this is going to happen. Could be 5 speakers, 5 years from now. Why can't you give the gift to someone else in the tribe? Let them.
It is by design a gift for your tribe that only exists in the speaker and the listener. Once the speaker dies, the old speaker dies, it is then passed on to the next listener. And the new speaker takes their place to train up the upcoming listener. But if there is no speaker to train them, I'm sorry. I provided everyone with what I thought was the best option.
What
I don't
happens?
dabble in lives lightly, Brynja. What I've done pains me. Every day I wake up and think about it. Every single day. And I wish I could have done something different, but the past is the past now. And you will never forgive me for it, and I do not blame you. But I have begun looking, trying to find other options, and every time I have hit a wall. Every time I have tried to look into the future, to speak with Uldar, it all leads to the death of this world. I don't know what to do. She waves her hand, and you disappear from the surface of the moon, finding yourself back in your bodies. Let me message everyone else real fast.
Mm-hmm.
And Brynja saved the cosmos.
Huzzah!
The end.
Anybody who's read the chat
You
knows that's guy's old as fuck.
you see as Brynja and Sayun kind of shake their heads as they come back to, and Sayun slowly stands, re-putting her hands behind her back. Your brother is in Stillview. He's been there for the last week. I don't anticipate him moving. I cannot help you much. Think on what I said. And she waves her hand and disappears.
What?
No.
Yeah, that's my question as well. What? Hold the fuck up.
I'm just gonna fall back on my ass.
What happened?
Are you okay?
I'm okay is not the word I would use. I'm physically fine, I guess.
Well, it physically hasn't really been your problem in the past, has it?
No.
What did she say to you?
I meant Fog Point, not Stillview. I'm so sorry.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God.
Yeah, I was like,
I was
whoa,
like,
what?
what the fuck?
Whoa,
We see all these signs to the marsh, and you point us right back where we came. He's been still.
Okay.
He's been manipulating shit.
He's been doing some shit behind the...
I was like, fuck, he's better with magic than we thought.
No, that's my bad. I was just looking at the map, and Stillview was right there.
Okay. Whew.
Fog Point.
Pod.
Okay. Cool.
I don't want to say unless I know no one can spy on us.
I can actually help with that. Why
And
don't look at me
Brynja,
in that tone of voice?
Brynja's just like sitting down in the muck, and she's slightly tremoring a bit. Yeah, like shaking and like
I'm
looking up and looking at the moon.
I'm assuming you mean someone who's had a look in previously.
And anyone is can't go beyond us.
I'll cast Mind Link again. Now that Mother's gone.
Mommy slammed the door in our face.
Bitch.
Yeah, what were you guys doing while I was
Oh,
having
Reese
my
was
Read the
pacing.
chat and find out.
Reese was pacing.
Yeah,
All right, so I
Raina's
just
probably
spend
just like,
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 power points.
So we can talk in our minds right now.
We can talk in our
Not out loud.
minds.
Excellent. Okay. Okay. mm. So you all saw the night serpent, right? When
Weird
on the
strapped, yeah.
moon. And Seyun's the only one keeping it up there. Well, she's dying.
Right. We
Um,
caught that much.
Remember when Kitson said that the gods have that power thing, and and that it lingers even after they die.
Yeah.
So I guess the whole point of the Mooncatcher tribe is so that she has someone to take her place when the time comes. That is the whole reason, and that's why she basically pulled me and my brother apart, because she was scared that she was going to lose the next possible vessel.
So she was just gonna take you over.
I don't know. She didn't say that. But I don't know if it's a you situation or if it's like, well,
With your earlier role, there was a certain
Yeah.
finality in her voice. She fully expects that when she dies, the personality of Sayun, is dead.
I don't think it would be a you situation or even I think it'd be like, you know how Kipson took over the dead body of that god. That god was gone, but
And
she
now
took
she
it
has
over.
the powers.
I think I don't think a god would talk to me like that if they weren't. She knows she's going to die. And I guess my old teacher is going to die too. And she trying to find other I told her, why find other options, and she hasn't had any luck, and she's panicking.
So,
But I understand why she would want your soul then. But why would she sell your brother's soul to Blackhair?
Because
to separate them.
the only reason
She saw him as a threat.
the only reason I didn't start my training, I didn't tell anyone that I was the next in line, was because I didn't want to be separated from Bren, because Bren knew how much it was eating away at me, and he didn't want to lose me, and I didn't want to lose him. I didn't want to be. I didn't want that role, so. And
she thought if she could separate you and cut off all those ties, it would be easier for you to accept
yeah,
taking
things
over, I guess.
things didn't go the way she had anticipated.
Really are human after all, huh?
So what
What do we
happens
do
now?
I don't know. Even if I were to go home, who's to say they don't kill me on sight? And I don't even. I got barely a few months of training, if any. And even so, I don't even know if I have a choice in the matter. I asked, why would. I don't know. These gods are supposed to be these. I grew up listening to my mother preach about Seyun, and they have such immense power, and you hear all these stories, and I see that power, I felt that power, but then when you look into a being that's supposed to be above death, above everything, and they're scared, I'm terrified. She said that if her mother took it over, it would be a death sentence to an Elden. What the hell am I supposed to do? Bide more time? Take on her mistake? That's what it sounds like. Because otherwise, we're all dead. Ragnarok is a dream, if what she said is true. I need to find my brother. I need to find my brother.
Let's find him. And we'll see if we can find a worthy vessel for her. Yeah?
It won't be that simple.
I don't think simple's our MO.
What I mean is, I don't think there is another vessel.
God, I think you're right, because why would she go through all this trouble over me otherwise? There's other people who have the gift, so obviously it's something different than that.
Then we train you. Make sure you're ready.
To keep a cycle moving?
And in the meantime, while you are keeping the fucker at bay, we find a way to make sure that it doesn't end up killing you. I mean, after all, I'm gonna last longer than any mortal on this place. I got time. figure this out, love.
I'm not alone this time.
Exactly. Together.
Together.
We go to Fog Point in the morning. He's been there a week. He'll still be there.
Motherfucker better be.
Do you know what you want to
Then
say?
I don't know. I don't know. I just... I need to say I'm sorry first off. And then punch him.
If you want,
We've
if you
had-
want us to hold them in place, we can.
No.
You've
Say
had
the word.
plenty of practice.
I get up. Oh. My butt is just completely... I've been
Soaked
sinking in the
mud.
mud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been sinking in the mud. Fuck.
We'll see if we can get some things laundered while we're in town. I think you deserve some rest.
Thank you all. Try to find fucking sleep. Dear God.
I'm trying
That's
to
gonna
find
be
the
difficult.
driest area we can find out
I
here.
tried
Right.
mesh, like try and find. Do we have a hammock? Make a situation like, oh
Sleep
God.
is
yeah.
hard to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But eventually morning does come, and you continue on your way. Would you still like to go the Southfield Lumber Mill route, or stick to the coast? Going the coast is 4.5 days. The Southfield Lumber Mill is about 5.5.
Ghost, right?
Yeah, coast.
Coast.
Yeah,
The only reason
coast.
we
Know
went the
where
other
he's at.
direction was.
Yeah.
We see
Yeah,
you,
whatever's the-
fucker.
We know where you're at, motherfucker.
What?
I'm coming for you. Poor Jared's gonna come back. He's like, what happened?
What the
What
fuck?
happened?
Yeah, I'm sure Crag had a lot to say about this, but it's a shame
Oh, yeah.
his voice is gone right now, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
you know what?
he's thinking majorly. He's thinking big thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Craig's always kind of the quiet one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Picked up a bug while we were in
Yeah.
because of the
Yeah.
spa day. There was
Yeah.
something
The spa-
picked
yeah.
up like something from
Yeah.
the water.
Is there anything that you would like to cover over the course of travel?
A cool little solution to Ragnarok. Maybe the evil death snakes on the moon.
Oh,
Yeah, answer seals would be dope actually.
Yeah. If we could just have like a dream and just wake up
Can I
and be
just
like,
find
oh,
it?
I know the
Is that
answer.
Surprisingly enough,
Can I
you
make a
find it all under
roll,
a
a
rock.
notice?
Oh, sweet!
Oh my
Yeah.
god! No
That's
way!
awesome.
Good rock.
Thank you.
I actually, on our travels, Brynja would like to approach Morgan real quick while we're traveling. Sorry.
Morgan's like, oh god, what did I do now?
Fuck.
Fuck. So we're just walking, whatever, and Brynja saddles up next to you and just kind of like keeps stride with you for a bit and just hands in pockets and hey, I was just thinking with all these existential thoughts, and I was going to ask you this before. Shit hit the fan, but it feels like shit's hitting the fan every day at this point. I was gonna ask you this anyway, but now it feels really important. I was wondering if maybe when you have time, if it's not too much trouble, if you could maybe explain a bit about how, like, your magics and how things work and how you do things, because it's just such a foreign thing to me, and I was supposed to learn about this stuff, and I kind of dipped out of that before, and now it seems really important and really stupid that I didn't. And you mentioned before that I maybe have had a bad teacher or the wrong teacher in the past, and I agree with that. So I don't know, maybe.
Well, I've never been a teacher before. But for me, at least, it just comes down to how you look at things. When I was growing up, I learned about magic without the language. I didn't really know about sigils or runes or mathematical drawings. I saw the way trees grew, and I knew I wanted to do that. I wanted to grow. And so I learned from the tree. And when I saw the water flowing downriver and I noticed it moved over everything in its path, it knew when to give, when to take, I thought I wanted to be like the river. Fire is a destructive thing, and it is life made whole. I was really jealous of fire because it did not fear growth. And is there an element freer than wind? For me, magic was everything around me. And then from there, I wanted to learn how to talk to it. I tried my voice, I tried drawing, and they did work. But it's mostly the language of the people that came before me that I found very helpful. Arcane sigils that I found in books, watching animals when they knew a storm was coming, the respect given towards the natural world, learning how to read it and talk to it. That was for me.
Where'd all the cookies go?
That was for me. Beyond that, though, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to tell you.
I mean, what you just told me makes perfect sense to me. And honestly, it does sound much or less similar to what little bit I was being taught back home, but you're much more approachable, and I think you put it more elegantly.
Thank you. I think you just need to find what works for you and what feels right.
Maybe you could help me, like, show me those patterns in nature, and I know for me, wasn't going to get my knowledge from books. I was meant to get my knowledge from, in a sense, like you said, the people before me, but instead of it being in books, it was spirits. So maybe
You were gifted with the unique. I can, of course, I can help you. I can show you all those things, but have you considered you might yourself have access to an endless number of teachers who know what you're going through?
Yeah, and for the longest time, I'm just now opening myself up to that. That's essentially what the end goal was supposed to be, and I hate to admit when my old teacher was right, but she was right. And I need to figure out how to open myself up to that, and I think they're the books and the teachers that I need, like you said. But maybe while I try and do that, if I can maybe get an understanding to at least basic magic around you, just maybe watching, or just I also want to understand so I can help you too. You know?
Yeah.
You're like,
I can
I mean, Reina has her magics and whatnot, but I feel like you take on so much and are able to do so much, and I just even if I can't do what you do, if I can understand it a little better, I'd like to
I'd
take
be
some
happy to show
pressure.
you. People find magic in different forms. Raina, I think, gets hers from another. Would you call them a deity? Classify them?
Um, an
Another
otherworldly being.
another thing. Uh, I get mine from where we live and myself. And I'd be happy to show you
If you don't mind.
anytime. Cue the montage.
Cue the montage.
Yeah.
I'll just assume over the course of the travel that you do the next couple sessions, you're just kind of showing her things
Assignment
here and
number
there and-
1.
Yeah.
You gotta learn to talk to birds. Very
Oh,
finicky
Let's
creatures.
start with
birds.
Arthur.
I was gonna
Arthur
say I
here.
thought I would think that assignment number 1 is no more punching trees. They scream every time you do it.
All right.
And they're all connected to the other plants. All the plants think you're a bitch now. You have a
Oh.
reputation.
You eventually find yourselves on the outskirts of Fog Point. Before you is a small town, bustling with your usual levels of activity. Fog Point is it's an experience. Getting there originally, you're immediately hit by this sense of just like sulfur as well as decay. On your way in, you've noticed kind of in different pools as you approach the base of trees, these small pits of like tar. And a lot of trees in the area have been cut down, and you see various like fishermen and spearmen kind of out and about in the swamps hunting through the water. Seems that this town has made its original backbone off of whatever natural tar is in the area in order for shipbuilding, house building, anything along those lines. And the rest of the follow-up has all been aquatic hunting and whatnot. The town itself is not incredibly well maintained. Most of the buildings are covered in a fine layer of moss, and a lot of the wood is starting to rot from the amount of rain that comes through this area. As you approach the town, what would you like to do?
Try not to pass out from the tar fumes that hit my sensitive
Honestly.
nosy. I'm like, fuck, reeling. Ugh.
Arthur.
Hunt boy.
Hunt.
Sick of.
Hunt. I just want to tell Arthur to keep an eye out and describe to him Bryn. I remember.
Just point to me and say short hair.
That, but dude.
That, but boy.
That, but boy.
Boy flavored.
Holy hell! How do these people live here? Oh,
I assume kind of just get used to the smell after a while.
It's
But,
nice in
ugh.
a moldy sort of way.
Let's just hope we find your brother quick so we can talk
Look,
to
we
him,
need-
send him back home, do whatever we need to do, and get out of here.
who needs alcohol? You just get high off of these. Jesus. There I go
Um,
quoting Jesus, this hero of legend.
Making your way kind of into town a little bit, you do see a single lone tavern amidst the other scattered homes, called the 11 Crabs Tavern.
Let's go get crabs, guys.
11?
11.
Interesting number.
Okay.
All right, let's.
Let's at least maybe get some rooms for the night, as well. And what best place to get information than the tavern?
Making your way in, you are greeted by a surprising sight. The building itself is fairly run down, just like the rest of the town. But on the interior, behind the counter, you see a goblin.
Oh,
An incredibly rare sight in Nyrverold, as they are typically perceived as pests and often run off whenever they're near any sort of civilization. Not sitting very far away from this goblin is a dark elf, his arms crossed in a chair, just kind of watching the entirety of the tavern itself.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
oh, jeez. No, this is
No, this is
Patrick.
Yes,
No, this is
because
Patrick.
the cru-
Oh, nice to meet you, Patrick.
Upon your entry, the goblin kind of perks up. Oh, welcome to the 11 Crabs Tavern. Come in, please. Yes.
11 crabs?
It's about as high as I can count.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, about as high as you can count?
It's as high as I can count.
Okay.
Do you have any rooms for rent?
Oh, why sure, we always have rooms. How many you need? How many nights?
Just one night. Do you have 5 rooms available?
I have 11.
Excellent. We'll take 5 of them.
Oh.
All right. He kind of looks over to the dark elf, who rolls his eyes. 6 gold.
I got this one.
You good? Thanks, Raina.
I think it's my turn. I don't remember,
Yeah.
but we'll say it is.
As you look around, you notice a lot of crabs.
Oh my god, are they just not...
There's
oh
just
my god,
crabs
they
all
are-
over the tavern,
Crab rave!
Brave!
Crab rave!
hiding under like
Oh.
little table legs and corners behind barrels.
Oh my! What?
Hold on. Where's one more multiverse? Crab rave! The prophecy must be fulfilled!
Oh
So
Christ!
You like...
What fresh hell did you bring me into?
Oh, you like crabs?
Oh,
I
sure.
love crabs. All my friends have crabs.
They're pleasant company, and they also taste really well.
Can't argue with that. All right.
I also can't really get rid of them. I've tried before, and they just come back.
Hey, you know what? You make the best of a situation. That's ingenuity, right there. Hey, we're new in town, but we're looking for someone in particular. Looks fairly similar to me. Around the same height, color hair.
Oh, really broody, slinking around town all the
Yep.
time.
Yep, that's it. That's him. That's him. Have you seen him lately?
Nope.
Awesome. Do you know the last time you saw him?
The dark elf kind of cuts in. Bait doesn't get out much.
Have you seen him?
He's been around town, mostly been hanging out near the mill on the far end. I think it's, Alfdis who owns the mill out there. She's nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Both of you, thank you. Yeah, we've paid for the rooms. And what time of day is it?
It's probably like about 2 or 3 p.m. right now.
Okay. Do you mind, guys, if I go to the mill?
Sure.
Okay. You can come
Don't
with.
Want us all to
No,
go?
no. Just say I.
Okay.
We got the rooms. I'm out the door.
got the time.
I'm searching for the mill.
Shit, fuck, okay.
So it's just Brynja, no one's coming with her?
I'm
Oh
going.
no, I'm going with her.
Okay. Just
I'm
wanted to check.
absolutely going with her. No. I was hoping we could, put our stuff down in our room first, but sure, we can go.
Sorry,
I feel
that's
like
why she's like,
Crag lingers behind and talks about crabs with bait.
You rest up your throat, buddy.
Well, okay, so, but I'm halfway at the door, and then, okay, right, wait, and I get the key from you, Raina, and yeah, I go upstairs and throw my shit down, then I come back down.
Yeah, throw my pack
Okay.
down, keep my spear. Keep my spear. But yeah, no, I'm going with her.
Okay.
I
I'm
promised
now.
to hold her brother in place while she kicked his ass. I'm gonna fulfill that promise. Also, he has info I need.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah.
Hopefully I have to
Now
him.
that we're here and we got info and names, Brynja is now like in that like. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. So as soon
Breathe.
as
Breathe.
out the door,
Inhale,
I'm finding the mill.
exhale. Come on now.
You make your way out, and after asking around, it doesn't take too long before you're able to get directions to the mill. Making your way over, the building itself is completely dark. There's no lights coming from the interior. You don't see any signs of movement.
Arthur?
Arthur, who has been watching, comes and reports back to you, having seen someone cloaked enter the mill not too long ago.
Noodles.
Okay, I go up and knock on the door.
No answer.
Harder.
Nothing.
Ren. Me. I try for the door. See
Locked.
if it opens. Ren. I'm not leaving you this time. I'm not letting you leave either. Please.
Nothing.
I'm gonna go take a walk around the building, see if, there's another way to get out. Maybe he, ran out the back or something.
There's plenty of windows in this building. None of them are open right now, but
If I, take a walk around, the perimeter, do I, see any cloaked figures, making a run for it?
notice.
Walk! Okay. Hold, please.
That
My
also
notice...
makes this
Okay, my
roll.
notice is not as bad as I thought it was. Okay,
Sure.
we're okay.
Sick.
4.
4.
Ooh, dang. 8.
8.
Damn.
You see no signs of any cloaked figure around the area, making a run for it. And besides just the usual traffic of the townsfolk in the area, you don't see any boot prints or anything that would indicate someone like jumped out of a window and booked it off.
Okay.
I like put my forehead on the door. Please, Bren, I want to talk to you. I need to see you. I want to help.
Ever so slightly at the edge of your hearing from inside, you hear a, "You can't help me."
I can. Because that bastard's been in my head too.
You get no other response.
Okay, I'm gonna try and kick the door down.
I was about to ask if
I was like looking and I'm like, I can't pick a lock.
I'm staying outside the building.
All right. Morgan's staying outside. Brynja, you kick in the door. It flies off its hinges with ease. The wood soaked in the moisture easily gives way.
Training's been helping. Yeah.
Yep. Before you is a dark space, only illuminated by the light outside. No lamps or candles are currently lit. Bags of flour line the sides of the walls as a fine dust coating coats everything from where the bags of flour have leaked.
I'll cast light, darkness, obviously focusing on light on like the tip of my spear.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
illumination.
As the light comes to fruition, you just barely catch the glimpse of the edge of a shadowy figure ducked behind a wall far on the other side of the mill.
Do I see this too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I go in that direction. See it.
You do so. You whip around the corner into this other open space, the light kind of lingering behind as Reyna runs to catch up. You see what looks like a figure in the corner, hunkering behind 2 sets of barrels.
And I'm just gonna kind of drop down. Bren. It's me. Please.
You get no response.
I'm gonna approach.
Okay. The figure seems to be hunkering down, trying to stay as quiet and as low as possible. What little darkness is in this room is kind of covered in this corner where the light is blocked by the barrels.
And I'm gonna crouch down. Bren.
Go away. This is your only warning.
Whatever he's telling you, he's told me. You're stronger than this, Bren.
Go away!
Not again. I'm not leaving you again. I'm not letting anyone take you from me again. I'm gonna hold out a hand. Please. You said I don't understand. Believe me, I do.
don't get a response.
I don't know what he's told you. But I know you. He doesn't know you. You're my brother. You're smart, and you're stubborn, and you're kind. Not afraid to challenge someone when they've done something wrong. Even when it means you're the only one standing up. Even when we had our differences, you always had my back. Let me have yours, please.
The figure doesn't move. Still huddled behind the barrels.
I'm gonna try and move a barrel aside.
You move a barrel aside. You see a shadow flick out from underneath the cloaked figure in the corner as it runs along the wall. He warned you. As the cloaked figure drops and the cloak falls, as a set of sticks and brambles dissipate as it hits the floor, scattering. And as it does, the wire is pulled. A compartment up above opens as you see these vials of this orange liquid that looks like it's on fire drop from the ceiling, hit the floor, and ignite. Morgan, you watch as the entire mill detonates as all of the packed flour and dust catches fire in an instant.
Oh, I thought the flower was a fucking...
Brynja,
no.
Reese, Reyna, I need you to make agility rolls, please.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Oh, I'm glad I have a high die in this, but fuck.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm like, I should be thinking about this flower. Oh no.
Shit,
okay.
damn.
I'm gonna spend a penny.
God, what did you say?
I don't know.
This was
Agility.
agility. Okay.
That's fucking better.
Oh, that was
Jesus
almost a
fucking Christ.
explosion.
Oh.
9.
7.
14.
14. Okay.
Holy
So
shit.
all of
God
you
damn,
got
good job.
successes with a raise. So that's going to take it down from 6 dice to 4 dice.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all are gonna die here.
Okay. Oh, I can't save my brother from Morgan when he comes after him.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't save your brother from Morgan.
No.
That
No,
will be
not even
22 points of damage.
Okay, how does this work again?
So what is your toughness?
My toughness is 10.
Your toughness is 10.
7.
So
6.
for Brynja, it would be shaken and 2 wounds.
Okay.
Now keep in mind, you can all try to soak any of this if you would like.
Yeah.
Reyna, you said yours was 7. Reese, yours was 6.
7.
Nope.
Okay. So for Reyna, that would be... you are also shaken in 2 wounds. Reese, you will be
I'll take
shaken
it.
in 3 wounds.
Okay, yeah, I would like to
I'll
spend a
take it. That's
Betty
fine.
to soak.
Yeah, same. What do we
I
roll?
never
for that?
thought I would say, yeah, how do
You roll vigor.
how do you soak? Okay.
Vigor. No. Okay.
So
Actually, fuck it. I'll spend a second Benny to soak.
Oh my god, y'all.
Yeah. Okay.
This ain't good.
Oh no. Okay. All right. So roll a vigor check, and I think I'll be okay. I'm worried about you guys. So because
I rolled a
have
9.
Don't worry about me. I can't die. We gotta get Reyna. Boop.
I rolled a 9.
A 9? Okay. So you
and
will
then-
soak 2 wounds.
Go ahead.
So you're just.
I am just shaking, baby.
Yeah.
Let's
thank
go.
God. Okay.
I'm down to 1
Um,
Benny though, so yeah.
Okay. So thank God I have Blessing of Survivor. I have +1 to vigor checks, and when I roll to soak, I can roll 2 wild die and choose 1. And that exploded. Okay. Okay. 8.
8. Okay.
Oh,
you
actually,
will...
no, 9. 9.
9. Okay,
9.
you will soak 2 wounds as well. Reese?
Thank God.
So,
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Jesus.
I spent a Benny to re-roll my soak thing.
Uh-huh.
What happens if you crit fail a soak roll?
Is
It
my brother
means-
gonna kill 2 of your bodies?
It means you fail. So you will take 3 wounds and are shaken.
This is great.
What?
So what if I?
If I had a
because
nickel
forgot to roll
for
my
every
vigor
time.
rolls for natural healing because I already had a wound from the tower.
Oh, that's well past healed. You're fine.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure because I was
Yeah,
about
you're
to
good.
say,
You're good.
man, we're bad.
Holy moly! Great balls of fire!
The explosion fills the space as you all dive for cover just in time, your ears ringing as the smoke fills the space, and you feel this intense heat covering your body as a lot of your clothes are singed and burned. What do you do?
Fucking, I'm trying to get out.
Yeah,
Trying
get
to,
out. Get out of the
jump
building.
out a window. Well, actually, wait.
Am I still up?
You don't want to. Oh, Are you
yes,
I think
you are
yeah,
still
because
up.
you just need
You
you.
have
If
to,
you
you
take,
take
one
more wound and then you'll go down.
You're you're down. You're just like -3 to everything right
Yep.
now or something. Okay. Oh, you don't want to open. You don't want to open a window. Fuck it, Brynja.
It seems like
You-
in the
yeah.
debris, in the explosion, debris has covered the doors, blocking
Oh,
you from
lovely.
being able to open them.
Okay.
We're now entering a scenario where you are under a time limit. You need 3 successes before you get 2 failures. And Morgan, you are involved in this since you're an observer.
I would like to not be an observer. Can I? Can I
I'll
help?
move the debris. Fuck it. I'm strong. Me and Brynja got this.
Yeah. Try and. Yeah, like get move whatever in front of the door. Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead and why don't you make me a strength check? And Brynja, I'll say go ahead and make me whoever's spearheading it, make me the main strength check, and whoever is assisting, make me a separate strength check, and you'll add to their roll if you succeed.
Do I have?
I'm guessing your strength is higher.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Can I rage?
Absolutely.
Excellent. I would like to rage, and
Cool,
then
I will
yeah,
assist.
I have a D12.
Okay.
And yeah, mine's. Oh, it's a D8, not a D6. Fuck yeah, let's go. I will assist.
I don't have anything
Hell.
for this shit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I
okay,
do, but I'm waiting to see what happens.
9.
7.
7. Okay. So with a raise
Right.
from the addition of Reyna's aid, that will count as 2 successes against the 3 you need.
Okay.
Bet.
All right.
You begin to pull the debris away from the door. Fire has slowly started to begin to build its way up the sides of the mill as smoke begins to fill the space. You still need another success, and I won't allow it to be another strength check.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm double
Morgan.
checking really quick.
I like to cast telekinesis.
Okay.
So first my spellcasting roll.
Yep.
Because if it's with raised, it's with more.
Yep.
That is a 9.
That is a 9. Okay. That will be the remainder of your successes as you use your telekinesis, I
God.
assume, to get the door open.
You have to get the door open and keep the damn thing from collapsing.
You focus on keeping it from collapsing just as Brynja begins to pull the debris away from the door, eventually kicking it open as you all begin to make your way outside. Looking back one final time, you see as the flames kind of lick their way up, a secondary trap begin to burn its way through a rope that opens another door as sacks of flour drop, and another explosion goes off on the flames. I need the three of you to make me another agility roll. It'll be significantly less than if you had been in the building.
Oh my fucking god.
We would have died.
Man, I'm having
Your
a
brother
yeah,
just
let's
tried
go.
to kill us.
side of this building.
11.
By the way,
I'm
making
spending my
sure-
last Benny, apparently.
Oh,
I am making
geez.
sure wherever he was is where the house will remain. I'm trying to use my telekinesis to keep him safe. That I like the vague area.
Mm-hmm.
5.
5. Okay.
Yep.
And then Reese?
6.
6? Okay. So it'll only be 2 dice instead of 3 for all of you. Okay, 5. I don't think that beats any of your toughness.
Nope.
No.
Thank fuck.
No.
Do you know the sigh of relief I, the squishiest bean, am currently breathing?
You made such a great call not going in that goddamn building.
Morgan,
You had a
Yeah.
sixth sense.
you
What do you
see
want?
this shadow slip along from the flames on the floor and dart off into the distance, further into the mire. And with that,
Shut
the bard's
fuck up.
music
Don't you
slowly
fuck.
comes to a close. Reality is intimidating, my friends. It is a massive beast, drooling with fangs bared, ready to strike at the unaware. I've faced down such a beast many times before. It can be hard to confront, hard to decide what comes next while you're staring it down, waiting for the jaws to close around you. When caught flat-footed in such a way, you're often only left with 2 options, my friends. Primal instincts. Simple answers. Fight or flight.